Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. Life is a sum of all your choices. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. The only real progress lies in learning to be wrong all alone. I rebel, therefore I exist. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. The struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill one's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Don't believe your friends when they ask you to be honest with them. All they really want is to be maintained in the good opinion they have of themselves. The need to go astray, to be destroyed, is an extremely private, distant, passionate, turbulent truth. A man without ethics is a wild beast loosed upon this world. We always deceive ourselves twice about the people we love, first to their advantage, then to their disadvantage. I know that man is capable of great deeds, but if he isn't capable of great emotion, well, he leaves me cold. What is called a reason for living is also an excellent reason for dying. To be happy, we must not be too concerned with others. Real generosity towards the future lies in giving all to the present. Blessed are the hearts that can bend. They shall never be broken. There is no sun without shadow, and it is essential to know the night. The absurd is the essential concept and the first truth. Without work, all life goes rotten, but when work is soulless, life stifles and dies. The only way to deal with the absurdity of life is to rebel against it. The struggle to reach the top is itself enough to fulfill the heart of man. Man is the only creature who refuses to be what he is. A man's work is nothing but this slow trek to rediscover, through the detours of art, those 2 or 3 great and simple images in whose presence his heart first opened. You know what charm is, a way of getting the answer yes without having asked any clear question. I would rather live my life as if there is a God and die to find out there isn't, than live my life as if there isn't and die to find out there is. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Life can be magnificent and overwhelming. That is its whole tragedy. Without beauty, love, or danger, it would almost be easy to live. Seeking what is true is not seeking what is desirable. All great deeds and all great thoughts have a ridiculous beginning. I am not made for politics, because I am incapable of wanting or accepting the death of the adversary. I would rather not speak than speak falsely. The only means of fighting a plague is common decency. What is love? An act of faith and courage. A guilty conscience needs to confess. A work of art is a confession. In the depths of winter, I finally learned that there was in me an invincible summer. The purpose of a writer is to keep civilization from destroying itself. The evil that is in the world almost always comes of ignorance, and good intentions may do as much harm as malevolence if they lack understanding. Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. The most important thing, however, is to give up something for the sake of things that are infinitely more valuable. An intellectual is someone whose mind watches itself. Don't wait for the last judgment, it takes place every day. In the midst of winter, I found there was, within me, an invincible summer. People hasten to judge in order not to be judged themselves. The world is never quiet, even its silence eternally resounds with the same notes, in vibrations which escape our ears. As for those that we perceive, they carry sounds to us, occasionally a chord, never a melody. The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world. Freedom is not a reward or a decoration that is celebrated with champagne. Oh no, it's a long-distance race, quite solitary and very exhausting. I open myself to the gentle indifference of the world.